Thursday noon, 3 p.m. Make yourselves busy. Explore the world, yaar. There are thousands of things to do, she said. In that moment, I felt that I had explored the world too much to the point that I did not think it was worth exploring anymore. But believe me when I say that it is. Without pain, you cannot acknowledge the sweet, sweet taste of happiness. Okay, I replied, shifting nervously. Bye, she said, smiling at me, shaking my hand. I wanted to request, please wait, I have to say something more. I have to heal more. Just stay, I have something to say. But instead, bye, I almost whispered to myself. She was gone. I stared at the ground, at the red bricks below my feet, as if staring long enough would bring out a different color. I walked away to the parking lot, giving into the familiar fear. Same day, almost 2 hours ago. Our classes were over and we were just roaming around our college campus, this girl and I. We made way for the canteen and I made fun of her name, to which she was brutally nonchalant. We reached a corridor open on all sides with pillars supporting an old untidy roof. From there we could see our college canteen, our haven. It would have been just half a minute's distance and we would be ready to stuff our mouths with junk. It was raining, not an unpleasant kind, just the right amount that made the trees look as majestic as ever, wearing the soft green cloak, the leaves dancing to the tunes of the cool breeze. The flowers were shining with drops that beautifully sat on them. My friend took my hand in hers and we dashed towards a shaded area near the canteen, laughing and giggling, raising our bags above our heads to shut off the drops falling down on our dried clothes. But who can interfere with nature's schemes? Her skirt and my jeans and both of our blouses drank the rain and we were soaking wet. I could hear the music in the rain that day. Cliché, I know. A huge crowd was collected for the want of shelter, occupying the same place as us. So that was fun. We hardly managed to get our kebab rolls. Then we had some tea. The rain ceased after some time and only a few drops stabbed my body once in a while. When we were on our way back to the college gate, I murmured, You remember that girl who was being scolded by our professor for sleeping during lecture today? She told the professor that she couldn't sleep until 5 in the morning. Yes, what about her? She inquired. It's the same for me, only more serious and less common. The words tasted strange, but I did not know that it wasn't less common. We're students, all of us, she began. We have such problems. Even I used to sleep late until 4 in the morning. You need to work more to improve your sleep cycle, she said, taking a beautiful picture of the chapel. She's a good photographer. This is different. I wanted to scream at her. This one time I couldn't sleep for 3 days straight. The words came out more loudly and almost in aggression. I go to a psychiatrist. I am on medication since then, I added. Finally, I might have got the attention of my Ansel Adams. She turned to me, dismissing the chapel and the greenery vibrant around us. I shivered under her gaze, although she meant no harm. What do you think about the whole night? Boyfriend giving you trouble? She grinned. No, nothing like that. Everything is fine between us. We have had our share of fights, but nothing too dangerous to keep me awake at night. I giggled and dismissed the trifle. I think you need to add more hobbies to your end, babe. Tire yourself out. Prepare for the first semester, read books, and then sleep will come naturally to you. She said, almost too sure of herself. She put an assuring hand on my shoulder. Make yourselves busy. Explore the world, yaar. There are thousands of things to do. Okay, I said, shifting nervously. It was not okay. I had thousands of questions swirling in my mind, floating in the quench for answers and peace that made me dizzy, but I was too timid to mention any. I was always indecisive of what to do and what not, how to keep the problems at bay, how to not let them consume me. Maybe, just maybe, this is the chance to discuss things with somebody, to wear my heart out on my sleeve and show her all the hideous wounds, both old and fresh. But what if she is terrified by the reality of it all? What if she puts them under a microscope and then decides that they are too gory, too ugly to be looked at? Bye. She shook my hand. I wanted to grab it, to stop her from going away, but I let it fall. I took back heavy steps to my vehicle. There was something or someone yelling at me profusely inside my head to grab the opportunity and vent every bottled game of unkind truths. I drove my scooter vehemently out of the gates, searching for my friend's face with an uncertain uneasiness. She was gone, out of my sight. Sighing, I drove back home with tears in my eyes. It was only when I shut the door behind me when I allowed my tears to flow. It was always behind these locked doors when I allowed this warmth of pain stinging my soul to take over. I wiped my tears determinedly with the back of my hand and went inside my room. I stood in front of the mirror and rehearsed. Please wait. I have to say something more. I have to heal more. Just stay. I have something to say. Now, I just had to wait for the next morning's sun. Thank you.